Welcome back to Meet Us in the Ring. As you can see, I have Leo with me today. Hey!
Yo, hello, hello, hello. Appreciate you for having me.
Thank you for hanging out with me. Maddie is having some Maddie time up in NYC. She's living her best life, and I didn't want her to have to juggle like being up there and trying to do the show. So I'm sure you guys will see pictures and stuff of her trip if you follow her on Instagram. But yeah, so Leo's gonna be hanging out with me today. We have some good stuff to talk about. I mean, obviously, Halloween Havoc was last night, and we have two new women's champions. That's crazy. Two title changes in the same night. And then we
It,
also have the AEW Women's Tag Team Tournament that is starting, I believe, this week.
yes,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
this week.
Okay. This Wednesday, right?
This Wednesday we'll have like the first match, I believe. I don't know if all the matches will be on this week, but I know at least
Yeah.
one for sure.
I am so excited for that. I feel like this is something that we've been like waiting for. And then also just like a little random topic. I just saw it today and I wanted to talk about it was Alexa Bliss being at Universal Studios in Orlando, and she actually was being a scare actor in the Wyatt 6 maze, which I
No
thought was
way.
so cool. Yeah.
I did not even I heard about it, but I didn't think she was there. But hey, the more you know.
Yeah, I saw the pictures on Instagram, and there's like footage of her with the scare actor who also plays her, like who plays her normally in the maze. Because I guess Alexa Bliss is like in the maze with the White Six, and not just everybody else who's in it right now, which I thought was really cool. Because like technically she's not in the group right now, but
Hmm.
she was a big part of Bray's Fiend character.
Yeah.
So I can't like I that would have been so cool to be able to like go into that maze. I don't go in mazes, y'all. Like I'm not a Halloween Horror Nights person. I'm not. But if I went in that maze and I saw Alexa Bliss, I think I would scream from joy and not being scared.
I think I can second that because I'd probably be the same way. Yeah. I'm not a
Eh,
maze person though.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
okay, thank you. Because like everyone around me loves, I mean, like I love my spooky season in like watching Halloween Town and Hocus Pocus. Like that's my version of Halloween. Like not, Michael Myers and Jason and all that stuff. That's not for me.
I do watch horror movies. I mean, every Halloween, so it's a tradition at this point for me. But the maze thing, nah, you can
Yeah.
count me out. I'm not doing it. No, no.
I was forced to do it for my brother's birthday a couple years ago, and yeah, I did not have a good time. Did not have a good time, and no amount of drinking helped.
Oh no. Last time, last time I tried to go anywhere with my friends, they tried to take me to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house, and I'm not doing it. Not again. Nope.
No,
Nope.
mm-mm.
You're not. Nope. Not doing it. Mm-mm.
Absolutely not. But what are you doing for Halloween? Do you have Halloween plans? Like, what are you gonna be doing? It's coming up. It's Friday.
Yeah, it literally Friday. I mean, SmackDown. I
I
might.
mean,
I mean, yeah. I think if I do anything, I probably just wear my costume because I do have a costume, and
mhm.
then I'll probably watch a lot of scare movies for sure. I think that's always a tradition. Um, if I get invited anywhere, I might go to like a Halloween party, maybe after I stream SmackDown if I want to chill for a bit. So we'll see. We'll see. I wasn't
what
expecting it to be Friday.
what are you dressing up as?
I got I gotta only you gotta wait and see. You
Oh
gotta wait
my
and see.
gosh.
You
All
gotta wait
right,
and
all
see.
right. Is it wrestling related or is it like unrelated?
Ah,
Can it have a hint?
last year was horror, but this year might be wrestling. I think
Oh,
this year will be
okay.
wrestling.
Okay. So if you guys aren't following Kicking It with Leo on Instagram, make sure to go do that so you can see his costume on Friday. Also, follow me, Mary the Cosbounder, to see my costume. It's definitely going to be not like scary, obviously, because that's not me. It's Disney. So if you know me, I'm a Disney girl through and through. So be on the lookout for that. But let's see who's in the chat. We have Zach who said it's National Pumpkin Day. Are you a pumpkin guy? Do you like pumpkin?
I love pumpkins and I love carving them and I love pumpkin pie as well. So yes.
What about pumpkin spice lattes?
Yes,
Yes.
very much so.
I I was never really like a pumpkin spice person, but I've started to dabble a little bit, a little bit. We have Fernando, Maria, we have Nas, Final Boss is here, Kaden, Trey, everybody's here. Hey y'all. I'm excited for Halloween though. Like obviously it's one of my favorite times of the year, but like I said, my version.
Yeah. Halloween Town. My babysitter's a
Yes.
vampire.
Oh my gosh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I look well because you're like, hey, you're younger than me, so I'm like, I don't know how much you know, like old Disney Channel original
I
movies and
I
stuff.
I remember, a lot of Disney shows more than pretty much people would expect. I was watching during the times of Zack and Cody
Heck
during that
yeah,
era. So I I might be young, but I know my Disney. That's for sure.
period. Well, let's get into it. Actually, really quick before we dive into the topics, we're gonna do everybody's favorite segment, and by everybody's, I mean mine. Mary's favorite Instagram post of the week.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show the picture that I chose for this week, and you're gonna give me your thoughts. Let me know, out of 10, what do you rate my choice for this week? And everybody
Okay.
in the chat, one to 10, you guys know how it goes. And the picture that I have chosen this week is this one. Okay, so Nikki Bella, aka Nikki Garcia, posted pictures of her and Mateo at Monday Night Raw, and I love everything about this photo. The quality is immaculate. The fit is giving. Mateo looks so adorable. And obviously Nikki is my queen. So what do you think?
I love the outfit. I love the
Yes.
outfit. I feel like it's kind of one of those like relaxed fits, if you want to call it that, like where you're just relaxing, but you can still look good in it. I
Hmm.
have to give it an 8. I got to give it an 8. I think it's really cool. I was gonna give it a higher grade, but what happened afterwards when she came to the ring, I have to.
What?
You don't remember what happened, do you?
Well, that she came to Stephanie's aid on
No,
Raw,
no,
right?
no, 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 no. It's what she
What?
did. So apparently, I was watching Raw and my screen blacked out, and I was trying to figure out why. She that shirt she had on was a little too tight, and a titty popped out on live television. So yeah, I
Oh
think
no.
so. The people in attendance got more than they paid to see that night.
I did not know this.
Yeah, yeah. It popped out. Yeah, I think it was a little too
Oh
tight.
no. That
Yeah.
sucks.
I'm
Cuz
afraid those kids are gonna be going home very terrified and need therapy.
it is Halloween season.
Yeah, it's Halloween season, but I don't think that's a terrified they want to be.
Well, Final Boss said looks sweet, 8 out of 10. Trey said I'll give it a 7. Oh, wait, then he changed it to 7.5. Okay, okay. I think that's not my best score, but that's all right. I just like honestly, this is an outfit that I would put together and like make a cosplay out of because I just think like the silvery pants with the Bella jersey, like, and obviously the hat, like it to me, it just looks so cool. And I would definitely wear this to like a wrestling show or something. I haven't been to a wrestling show since WrestleMania, I think.
WrestleMania 40.
No, 41.
Oh, hey, for me, it's been way longer than that. The last time I went to a WWE show was Monday Night Raw of 2024 in March.
Really?
Yep, and that was the road to WrestleMania. I think that's where we seen Liv and Becky have their match. We saw Jay confront Jimmy, and they confronted each other about their match at WrestleMania 40. That was the last time I went to a WWE show, and this was before the TKO merger started. The
Why did
one
I think you went to a PLE this year? Why am I tripping?
I wish I was going to, but no, no. If I go to
Well,
any PLE, I might try to go to Deadline for NXT maybe,
oh,
or
nice.
Genesis in Dallas for TNA. We'll see.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, so this is the picture I chose this week. look look to the future because I will probably put together this outfit. Not gonna lie.
I won't be surprised. I won't.
I just love her so much, even though I love So I wanted to make like a compilation video kind of like this sounds messed up of wrestlers like mess ups on their promos. When she says Stephanie Vacquet.
I have my own compilation that I'm actually in the process of making, and
Really?
it's all of my rage moments, my raging moments, on stream. Most of which I'm just gonna say it now have to do with Liv Morgan losing at the Rumble or Chamber for the last couple of years. So that's most of your compilation right
Oh
there
my
for you.
god, that's gonna be so funny. I'm gonna love seeing that. No, but like the Stephanie Vacquet, I can't. I'll never get over it. I love
I
you,
feel like
Nikki,
they'll see
but
about the feud, but
eh,
I'll try to see how these two end up being because I know they're about to feud potentially. So we'll see.
really?
Yeah, because apparently it is being teased that Nikki Bella might turn heel and she
Mm.
might feud with Stephanie probably in the lead up to maybe Survivor Series or Saturday Night Main Event in December.
Oh,
So
I hope I get to see Nikki at Survivor Series. I miss my girl. I miss her.
I think she'll be there. I think she has to be there.
It's next month, and Maddie's flying out to San Diego, and she's coming with me. So I'm excited.
As long as she doesn't see Logan Paul, she'll be okay.
Oh, he better not be there. I swear. We'll boo and I'll scream and I'll probably lose my voice just booing.
Yeah. Logan
speaking
Paul,
of
stay home.
speaking of heel turns, Final Boss brings it up. Let's talk about the Jade heel turn real quick.
Okay.
How do you feel about it?
I'm gonna be honest. It was much needed. I feel like Jade Cargill is one of those women that she just has aura. She has a presence to herself
Hmm.
that I think people gravitate towards. I think the thing is just her in ring work kind of isn't the best, but it can always
Yeah.
be improved. I might be in the minority that I felt like when she came in, yes, I feel like they were only kind of bringing her to the main roster to kind of stick it to AEW.
Hmm.
But I much rather if they would have took a slower approach with her and probably sent her through NXT. That way she can get her reps in and build her credibility up and become NXT Women's Champion. But I think overall, I think this is a good move for her. And honestly, I'm calling it right now. She's going to win that Women's Championship next weekend. Hopefully, hopefully. If they don't, we generally need to have a conversation WWE because there's no reason you have her turn heel and still lose. I would be very confused.
Yeah.
Um, but I think this is all setting up for her to win the championship, and then maybe after, maybe a certain EST waiting to come back
Hmm.
on Saturday Night Main Event and
Hmm.
teasing of potential feud with her and Jade potentially. I think if we're gonna do this match, we need to do it at WrestleMania. I think they're gonna do this at WrestleMania.
I mean, I could see them doing it at Rumble. Like, I feel like Rumble needs a big women's match besides
The
the
women's rumble.
Rumble. Exactly. Like,
I think
like we need something.
I want to say I was gonna say Rumble, but the only reason why it's Saudi and Saudi do not give Jade Cargill or Bianca Belair that many good reactions, and I feel like
That is
this
true.
feud
Also,
needs the fans involved, and
yeah.
yes, the fans are starting to get more involved with the product, but if you look at the last year or two for them being in Saudi, they have their favorites. I'll put it like that. Like if your name's not Rio or Liv, I don't think the
Or
crowd
EO.
can or EO, yeah. I don't think the fans are gonna care about you, to be honest. And I don't want that match to suffer because of the crowd not being there
Yeah.
involved.
You know what? You swayed me. You're right. They deserve better.
You could do it at Chamber if you want. I mean, go for it. It's in Chicago.
Hey, that would be a full circle moment because that was when Jade came back and attacked Naomi and Bianca was in the thing,
Yep,
So
the
in the
Chamber.
pod. Yeah. That would be it would be cinematic, as they say.
Indeed.
Yeah, I just I struggle with Jade because obviously looks incredible, looks like a star, has the aura of a star, but yeah, her in ring's just still not great. And I think she was the first person from AEW to cross over, right? To WWE.
No, it was I think Cody first. Cody
Oh
was the
well,
first. And
okay,
like women, if we're talking about women, yes, I think women she was the first, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of learned their lesson after that because then when Blake came in, or Mariah May, they were like, "All right, NXT." They're like, "We learned our
Yeah.
lesson the first time." So
And another reason you don't want them being at the Rumble because we don't want to see our women dressing like Power Rangers.
you know, I it's like beating a dead horse at this point with me talking about how much I don't like them having to with that, but like we've gotten ripped to shreds, me and Maddie. Like people are like, well, you guys are just, you don't care about their culture and blah blah blah. And it's like, that's not it though. But we digress.
We're not gonna bark up that tree. We're not gonna do
Yeah,
that.
we're
All right.
not doing it. Well, let's switch over to AEW really quickly and let's talk about this women's tag team tournament. I'm really excited for this, and I think we should kind of go through the brackets. I have them here, and then we can kind of talk about it. You're gonna be my resident AEW person today, because obviously Maddie's not here. So you're gonna have to tell me your thoughts and who you think is gonna go through and why. So the first matchup we have is Queen Amanita and Jamie Hayter versus the Sisters of Sin, which is Sky Blue and Julia Hart.
I gotta go, Sisters of Sin, man. I just think they are just one of the more polished teams in this whole tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see them kind of go far in the tournament. We'll talk about who I feel like is gonna win. But I do think they will advance for sure.
I see what you're saying. I think like their vibes just match better in terms of their characters because I feel like Jamie is very like, she has the shaggy hair and she was wearing the 70 clothes. Like I don't really see that meshing with Amanito that well. So it's like
No,
I don't know how that's gonna go. But so I agree. I agree. The next one we have is Willow Nightingale and hello. Harley Cameron, right?
Harley Cameron, yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I wanted to say Cameron Harley. I'm like, that's not right. And then Mercedes Monet and Athena, which, hello? What? Why do we have Mercedes in this tournament?
I'm still trying to figure that out right now. I'm really still. I'm like, why couldn't we put Tile Valkyrie and Deanna in this? Like,
Hmm.
why? Why Mercedes? Why Athena? Did we forget that these two had a match? Like literally
Yeah.
a couple pay-per-views ago. Did we forget?
Do we also forget that they both also already have belts currently? Mercedes with 12 right now, going
Oh
for
Lord.
13 against Chris Statlander. Like, hello. I mean, I think they're just kind of in this tournament for, for ratings.
Unfortunately. Oh Lord.
Do
I
I
mean, if I
I mean, do you want them to like to continue on in the tournament or kind of be out first round?
get him out of here, get him out. I like Athena. Athena. It's not because of you. But
Yeah.
Mercedes over here, she already has a match at Full Gear. She already has a title to compete for. It's called the AW Women's World Championship.
Hmm.
We already have her winning 12 belts. You have her win this. What are we doing? I I feel like they're probably going to advance just to piss off fans because I don't know what Tony Khan has against a lot of these women, but he just loves his tried and true with Mercedes and Tony. It's like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
it's not Mercedes or Tony Storm, it's like he doesn't even care. He doesn't even try to give them an opportunity. If you give them this championship, you're about to give her what? She already has what, 12 titles? She's about to have
Hmm.
14 probably by the end of the year if you give her the tag titles. We know
Bro, I
she's probably gonna win that
can't.
world title. We
Don't
know
say
she's winning that.
that.
I
Don't.
I don't want it to be true, but I just know Tony Khan would do it. He will
No,
do it.
I think there's gonna be shenanigans, and like Chris is gonna keep her title. Like I don't want to believe it.
If we were gonna put Athena in this, it could have been Athena and Billy. If you really wanted Athena in this, Athena and Billy makes sense. They're in Ring of Honor. I don't know why Athena's still in Ring of Honor. She should be on the main roster,
Yeah.
not on Dynamite competing. But that's neither here or there. As far as who should be winning, I want to see Willow and Harley Cameron get this. I really do.
Well, Final Boss agrees with you that it should have been Athena and Billy.
They should have, but Tony Khan doesn't
Jermaine
care about
says,
Billy.
I think the Sister of Sin will lose to set up a woman's blood guts match. Huh.
Yeah, because they did tease
Interesting.
that. They did tease
Oh,
that we're
did
supposed to
they?
be getting blood and guts. We're supposed to be getting blood and guts for the women.
Mm.
So they might end up being in it. Like I said, I don't want to see Mercedes and winning another belt. I already have to deal with the reality of her possibly winning the AEW Women's World Championship. And I feel like that's the only reason why they gave it to Chris Statlander, because they didn't probably want Mercedes beating Tony.
Yeah. Well, Fernando says Queen Amanita and Jamie Hayter are winning the tag team champions. He's calling it now.
It could happen if you have, because you
Could
have a
happen.
feud between Queen Aminata and Jamie Hayter versus the Sisters of Sin, so that's kind of been a feud. I
Mm-hmm.
would love to see Willow get her a belt because she's long overdue for another title
Please.
reign. Like I'm just so like bewildered. What are we doing with Willow? Like
Yeah.
she's literally one of the most pure baby faces, not in just AEW, not in just WWE, but in all of pro wrestling. And it's like, what are we doing with her? She should be built up to face whoever the women's world championship is. Why can't we have her and Chris Statlander in a feud? I would buy into that. Two former
Which
friends.
don't they have? Yeah, they have history,
Yeah,
so it could work. But and I like Willow and Harley as a team. Like I think they work. I think they gel. I loved seeing their ring gear. I think it was last week with like the pink and the blue.
I like that gear.
I liked that gear a lot, and I'm like, it looks good. So I hope, no offense to Mercedes and Athena, love you both down. I hope that Willow and Harley beat
First
you.
round, they go. I'm gonna make a bold prediction. This might even make you happy because I feel like the only reason why I don't think, I would love to see, them advance, not Mercedes advancing. I don't want to see her advance. But Harley and Willow, I would love to see advance. But the only reason why I feel like they may not advance is because I think there's something bigger in store, and it's for Harley Cameron.
Mm,
Because based off what we've seen this past week with like literally Mercedes been literally berating her for a while. I
mm-hmm.
think if they set this up perfectly, Harley Cameron should be the one to take the TBS title from Mercedes.
Wow. That'd be kind of cool. I'd be here for that. Well, on the other side of the bracket, we have Alex Windsor, and Riho versus Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa.
Uh, it's not even with Alex Windsor, but Rio. What does
Yeah.
Rio do? She just comes and collects the paychecks and goes for another 6 months.
Well, I mean,
First
obviously
round.
they're being fed to Tony and Mina. Let's come
Yeah,
on.
yeah. I, that's my. I think that's what this whole thing's about. And I already see what the finals is going to be, and it's predictable. I already know what they're going to do for the finals, and it's predictable.
Well, we never know. We can have hope.
We can have hope, but not in AEW apparently, because we
Oh,
they
damn.
until they start giving
So,
me less than 6 hour shows, we'll talk.
oof. Yeah, that's crazy. But so I'm assuming you're picking Tony and Mina to advance for that one.
Yes, yes, yes.
And then the last one is Megan Bain and Penelope Ford versus TJ. TJ? How do you say
Yeah,
it?
I think it's TJ. Tay, or like,
TJ?
yeah,
Yeah. Ty Mello and Anna J.
two of my favorite teams right now, and it's not even funny, but like, I'm gonna say Megan Bain and Penelope are gonna
Really?
advance. I just feel like they've been like one of the most consistently booked as a team, like throughout this entire year. So
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see TJ get the upset, but I just don't think
Oops.
it's gonna happen. But I feel like
Mm-hmm.
maybe we could be in store for a swerve in this tournament. But I just feel like I'm a big fan of Megan Bain. I have to go with my gut on this one. I think Megan Bain and Penelope are gonna take it here.
I mean, I want to give it to Ty, like to hello Ty Mello and Anna J, because they've kind of been a tag team for a long time, right? Like they've kind of been a
They
thing
I
for a
think
while.
so. And speaking of which, as somebody actually gave me some insight on a potential spoiler for these two because they were
Uh-oh.
on Collision. I don't know if it's this week coming up or in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Former WWE talent, none other than Tegan Knox, was on AEW, and she was with them.
I did
So
see
if
that.
if we get Tegan Knox in AEW, I'm not complaining. But Tony Khan, please do not mess this up.
Oh my god, please. Because her return to WWE, I was like, all right, they're not gonna mess this up. And then they completely messed it up.
I don't know if it's just injured, just bad booking, but what are we doing with Tegan Knox? Like,
Well, I don't know. When she came back, I feel like they should have put her and Shotzi back together. I think they could have they could have ran the tag team division for a while, but they made her on her own and then they like put her with Natty for a while and I don't know. It was just very strange.
yeah, I don't
But
know.
I'm gonna go with TJ for that one.
Okay, okay.
I
Uh,
think they've been a tag team for a little while, and I think
yeah,
they might deserve it. And also, I'm biased because I used them for my graphic that I posted on the Meet Us in the Ring Instagram about like when we were gonna get tag titles. So I'm a little biased. So, well, who do you think's gonna win the entire tournament? Are you ready to give that kind of prediction?
I'm gonna say the finals first, and then I'll say my
Okay.
predictions for us
Okay.
winning. The finals, I think, is gonna be Mina and Tony versus Mercedes and Athena. Unfortunately, I don't
Are
think that's
you
gonna be the case. I feel like that's what they're gonna do. It's the most predictable, but I feel like knowing Tony Khan, he does not give us swerves. He just goes with the his tried and true, which is Mercedes and Tony. But to become your first AEW Tag Team Champions, I'm gonna go
mm-hmm.
Mina Shirakawa and I'm going to go Tony Storm. I feel like those two having that interaction after both of them lost their titles and them
Mm-hmm.
hugging, I think it writes itself. They're gonna be in each other's corner and they're going to win the tag titles. That's
Wow.
not the prediction I want.
Yeah.
I want to see Megan Bain and Penelope. Okay, that's my outside prediction. But I'm just gonna go Nina and Tony.
I just like I would hate for that to happen because it's so predictable. But I guess as your inaugural women's tag team champions, you kind of want to start with a bang, and that would be Tony and Mina. But like
They
justice
want to come.
for justice for Willow and Harley, and for like Megan Bain and Penelope and Ty J because I think ow I just hit myself. I think they all deserve that spot. You know.
Yeah, tell it to Mercedes. Tell it to Tony Khan.
Well, Maddie is supposed to be getting him for an interview, so
Well, we have you guys have a lot of questions to ask Mr. Tony Khan.
oh my gosh,
Can
yeah.
we please get us? Can we at least get some shows where we only have 5 matches, not 10, not 11, not 12, where I'm starting to watch at 7 p.m. and watching all the way to midnight?
Like I don't get it. Why do they have so many matches on their pay-per-views?
Dude, I still have some type of hangover for some reason. It's been months since All In. I spent that whole day streaming for 8+ hours.
That's crazy. I can't do that. Mm-mm. I think the longest, so the longest pay per view I was ever at was WrestleMania 33, and that was I think it was in Orlando, and we were there from I want to say like 3 p.m. until 11 because like there was multiple matches on pre-show and then obviously the normal show. So it was like we were there all freaking day.
I think the only pay per view I probably went to was Rumble, and it's crazy because like I had two choices. Either I could have went to Rumble, or I could have went to NXT Takeover, and
hmm
NXT Takeover was really lit, but and it was like Worlds Collide. I think you had like JD
Oh.
McDonough, Swerve, and I think some other people on that show. But it was like it's the Royal Rumble though.
hmm
I can't miss the Rumble. But then after watching
Yeah.
the Rumble, I wish I did go to NXT Takeover because I had to see Charlotte win the Rumble live in living color.
Damn.
Money I can't get back, and minutes and parts of my life I can't get back.
I would have if I would have went to the Rumble where um where Ronda came out afterwards, I would have demanded my money
2018.
back.
Was that 2018 or 2022? You talking about the one she won or where she debuted?
No, where she debuted and she took Asuka's light, but also the one where she won. I'd be like, give me my money back.
Good God Almighty! I'm glad I didn't go to that one. And then I was gonna go to the one in San Antonio, but then that was the one Rhea Ripley won. And yeah,
Mm,
I do like Rhea Ripley, but it's Liv Morgan, so I have to pick a side apparently. And
yeah.
according to you fans, I have to pick a side apparently. But I wasn't gonna go to that. Um, but yeah, and then now people are literally asking me, "Am I gonna go to the Royal Rumble in 2026 in Saudi?" No, I will not be going to Saudi
What?
Arabia.
Absolutely not.
I'm not gonna do it. I just won't. I
No,
just won't.
absolutely not.
I'm not welcome over there. I'm not. I'm not welcomed over there.
You know what? You're welcome here. You're welcome. Well,
Yeah,
most here.
mostly. Yes, yes. But as far as
And like,
AEW goes, keep the filler. Keep the filler off the pay-per-views, please.
yeah,
Keep it off. Put it on Collision. Put it on Dynamite. Just keep it off the pay-per-views. You only
less
need
death
3 hours.
matches, please. Can't with
Yeah,
those.
yeah, yeah. That. Tell
But
Moxie that.
speaking of pay-per-views and PLEs, let's jump into Halloween Havoc because it just happened last night. And like I said, we now have two new women's champions. We have Miss
Hmm.
Tatum Paxley, who beat JC Jane for the NXT
Yes.
Women's Championship. And
Hmm.
then Blake Monroe beat, oh my God, tell me her name
Uh,
again.
she beat Zarya, but so Ruka
Sorry.
had to, you know, she pretty much had to give up the title because of her
Yes.
injury. So there's
I
that.
was going to call Zarya her old name, but I didn't want to say that. But yeah, she beat Zarya, who was fighting on behalf of Sol Ruka because Sol Ruka is injured. Supposedly, is it real? Is it not real?
Apparently, it is real. I don't know the
Hmm.
severity of it, but it does look like she might be out for a little bit.
Dang, that sucks. I know a lot of people are happy for Tatum Paxley, especially after, you know, she lost both of her faction mates during the round
Yeah,
of releases, and then it's like she was kind of floundering, and then she entered this new thing with Izzy, and then it just began to blossom and grow. And I love where they're at right now. And
I
now
agree.
she's champion.
Hmm. I agree, and I'm happy for Tatum. I know
Mm-hmm.
Tatum might not be seeing this, but shout out to you, Tatum. Congratulations, you deserve it. You ended the reign. The dark days of JC Jane are behind us. We can all be happy, and we thank you for it. Now,
Hey, but let me just say, JC Jane was a good champion. She was a
she
fighting
was okay. She
champion.
was okay. I just feel like some of the matches kind of felt a little bit predictable in a sense, or
Mm,
just like the endings, and I just didn't like the interference aspect being overused. And then I felt like as our reign went on, I felt like we were kind of going into a story where I thought maybe we were gonna get maybe like a triple threat between Fatal Influence, where maybe before Jasmine Nix got released, we could have had
mm-hmm.
Jasmine be the person to take the title from her as the new next one up. But Tatum, like you said, like her losing her faction mates, I was honestly scared for her because I didn't think they were gonna do anything with her.
Yeah.
But I mean, we all said the same thing, and I'm gonna make a comparison. JC, not JC. Oh, I'm gonna say JC. Tatum Paxley is the Liv Morgan of NXT. The reason I say that is because she lost her faction mates, and a lot of people doubted her and said she wasn't gonna do much of anything. But just like Liv
Mm-hmm.
Morgan, she
Yeah.
rose to the occasion and became the top champion, and I'm happy
Wait,
for
that's
her.
so true. Oh my gosh. It's been so long since like I thought about the Riot Squad that like Liv was in a faction. Like, sometimes I forget because like
Yeah.
she's Liv Morgan, you know what I mean? Like,
People forget. People forget. Like she came in with a faction with Sarah
mhm.
Logan and Ruby Riot, and they end up doing their thing, and then they end up getting split, and they brought him back only to release him again. It was kind of a little bit back and forth,
Yeah.
but like for Tatum, she deserves it. I'm hopefully we'll see how our run goes. I don't know if it's gonna be a long reign or not. But I think with her being champion, it opens the door for a lot more women to kind of step up and get in there and potentially get a shot. Maybe like your Jada Parkers of the world, your Lash Legends, who's shockingly enough, Lash Legend is competing on NXT this week and for the Evolve title. So we'll
Oh.
see. And then we got Kalani defending the TNA championship against Jordan Grace.
Mm.
Nice. But I think we'll probably. I just want Kalani to turn heel already. I just need it. Just give me a heel Kalani and see what she can do.
Mm-hmm.
Build that up. You can have her be the next NXT Women's Champion. I know people are saying it might be Izzy Dame. I mean,
Hmm.
Izzy Dame, I think she needs to prove herself a little bit more before I can
Yeah.
say she's that at that level. But I'm happy for Tatum. I think it's I the way they constructed the card though. I felt like this could have been the main event. I felt like this should have been the main event.
Yeah.
And what would have made this moment even bigger is we saw on NXT when she won the Battle Royal, Lyra Valkyria came out there to celebrate. I would have loved to see Lyra come out here and celebrate with her as becoming the new NXT Women's Champion. That would have made the moment
Mm-hmm.
even better.
Well, I mean, maybe it could have taken away from her a little bit, you know, so but there would have been like a big pop for Lyra, and then it could have maybe taken her moment a little bit.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But this was like such a a great a PLE for her to win. Like it was Halloween Havoc, like, and she is the spooky girl of NXT. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. She
it's
fits the
just so
moniker.
good. Now, do you think that JC is gonna finally make her way to the main roster?
Not right now. I feel like
Really?
if they were to bring her up, I would say maybe lead up to WrestleMania. I mean, you
Mm,
probably if you want to put her on SmackDown because you need to have more, bodies on SmackDown. You have an open spot for somebody to compete with Julia for the U.S. title. So maybe you bring her and the rest of Fatal Influence up. I don't know. But I don't see it just being almost instantly. I can see them kind of maybe having her have another rematch for it, and then after that they can
mm-hmm,
get called up because I know you have another show coming up. I think it's NXT Worlds Collide or something like that. NXT it's Gold Rush, NXT Gold
mm,
Rush. That'll be with AAA, Evolve, NXT, and TNA. So maybe she'll compete there, or maybe or a deadline, and she gets her rematch there, and then after that, you could probably bring her up through the Rumble, and then you could kind of get her started on the path to WrestleMania.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's fair, but she's been on NXT for so long. It's been how many years? Like
Probably
she
since what 2021.
at least. Yeah.
I think Fatal Influence might get called up. I'm not sure. I mean, Fallon Henley, she needs to get called up probably with
Yeah.
JC. Lainey Reed, I don't know because she's still relatively very new, and I know she still
Mm.
is dealing with like a little bit of an injury right now.
Oh,
So I
okay.
don't know if you want to bring her up. Maybe you want to keep them down there for a little bit until they feel like Lainey Reed's ready. Then you can bring all three of them up.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But the other person who won the champion that we were talking about is Miss Blake Monroe. I'm shook, honestly. I did not think she was gonna win this match. And maybe that's crazy to say because it wasn't against Soul. I don't think she could. I don't think she would have won if it was against Soul Ruka. Um, but how are you feeling about this?
NXT is officially glamorous.
It's
NXT has
glamour.
glamour, and Blake Monroe is your NXT North American champion. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like they're going to take a similar approach like they did with Stephanie Vacour a couple recently this year when she won the North American title first, and then she went on to become NXT Women's Champion. I think they're going to take the same
Mm.
approach with Blake Monroe. I thought she was going to win the North American Championship either way. I'm gonna be real
Really?
because
Okay.
I feel as if she's kind of went through everybody. I feel like Soul's kind of went through everybody that there is
Yeah.
kind of to beat. So I feel like this would have been a great reset for the division as a whole. Soon as they announced the injury, I'm like, okay, even if she was probably gonna retain, even though I said she was probably not going to retain, when Zarya got slotted in there, I knew she was going to probably win. And there's no disrespect to Zarya. I love Zarya. I
No.
I want to see her get built up, but she's been losing a lot lately. Like I don't know what we're doing with her. I feel like she should be on par with Stephanie and Julia as like this powerhouse. I
Mm.
think she should be the Rhea Ripley of the women's division down in NXT. She's a powerhouse. She's a monster. And
Yeah.
if you see the work that she's did before she got to NXT, people got to understand she is a monster in that ring. And I felt like they kind of protected her even in the loss because she did take two DDTs, I think, back to
Mm-hmm.
back, one in the outside and one in the ring. Um, Nice, Blake Monroe. You stole Dean Ambrose's dirty deeds. Nice. But I'll give you a pass. I'll give you a pass. I give you a pass. I give you a pass. I'll give you a pass. Okay. But still, I do think she's gonna become, now that she's champion, I think she's gonna hold it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I for a split second watching that match, I thought Soruka turned on Zarya. Because I saw like
Oh,
Soruka
when
push Zarya into the ring
yeah.
post, and I'm like, wait a minute. Did she just turn heel? And I'm like, no, she was just popping her shoulder back in place.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. It's my bad for getting ahead of myself. Okay, but I'm thinking she turned heel. I'm like, you do realize the referee's watching you, right? And this is the time to turn heel. But hey,
Yeah.
I digress. But I think the right person won. I think she needed to get a title. I think, after coming up short in the feud with Jordan Grace after losing, I
Mm-hmm.
think she was going to bounce back in some way, shape, or form. I kind of made a little joke. I think when I was on stream last night, I said it's how ironic that Blake Monroe won a championship before Jordan Grace, and Jordan Grace pinned her at the last show, and yet Jordan Grace is
Eh,
competing for a TNA championship, but not an NXT championship. But I digress.
a TNA championship that she's already had. You know, I know. I think they lost the plot with Jordan Grace, honestly,
Just send her to the
because
main roster at this rate.
she should have been destroying everybody, and she should have been NXT Women's Champion already.
If you turn her heel, then I guess that's the play. But I don't know who you're turning heel, because it seems like part of me saying they're going to turn Jordan Grace heel, but then there's part of me
Mm-hmm.
that's saying they might have somebody like a Kalani turn heel. And I think Kalani, to me, I think I would much rather see be a heel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she could kill it. It would give me like it would give me Sasha Banks vibes. You know.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna go on with. And plus, she got endorsed by Jade Cargill and Bianca. Like, how can she not be a star of the future?
It's true. I think she is. And, I know some people prefer like Lash Legend or Jada Parker, but like, why are we comparing? Can we all just like, can they all just be stars and amazing? Like,
Yeah, they can
it
all
drives
be
me
stars,
crazy.
but I don't know what we're doing with Jada Parker. I mean, she's one of the most consistently over, and we still haven't gave her a title yet. Like, I don't get it. Are y'all? I don't know if this is true or not, but are y'all not giving her a title because she's quote unquote dating Jey Uso because she wants to
Oh,
yeet? So just because she wants to yeet,
is
she
that
can't.
real?
Apparently, I'm seeing a couple photos, and it looks
Isn't
like
he
she
married?
might be. No,
Oh,
no,
all this time I thought he was.
Jimmy is. We know,
Well,
we know
yeah,
he is.
duh.
Did you see what happened with Drew? I think you see the quote, the tweets of
Yes,
Drew. I'm like,
yes.
okay, now I see why Jimmy probably had to show up to SmackDown.
Hmm.
Jimmy,
Drew
I
is
was
such
trying
a
to, I'm
troll.
confused. Drew, you somebody gonna get you one of these days. I want you to win. I still want you to win the world championship. I still want you
You
to win that
do?
WWE title. I do want Drew. I want to see Drew
Oh,
win that WWE
Lord.
title. He's still gonna go for a dude. Oh, I can't sleep at night knowing he only had a 5 minute reign at WrestleMania 40.
He he won in 2020.
Yeah, but nobody was there to see it. Nobody was there to cheer or boo. The only crowd he had was a bunch of crickets. The only
Was that before the screens?
This was before the screens,
Oh,
before the
oof.
before the Thunderdome.
Oh Lord. And
You heard a pin drop
that's taking place this
this
upcoming
week.
weekend,
This
right?
week,
Yeah.
yep, 3 world championship matches. Finally, WWE is listening and finally making Saturday Night Main Event feel important. We got 3 world
Yeah.
championships. We got the women's championship, we got the world heavyweight championship, and we got the WWE championship.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I forgot about CM Punk and Jey Uso.
I feel like Jey Uso might be winning, but
I don't think so.
I feel I just feel like they about to. I just feel like they about to because they're trying to make this whole story about Jey Uso becoming the new tribal chief.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, they're probably about to make another version of the tribal chief, but this time it might be and apparently I don't know how you feel about this. I know people have been saying there's different rumors going around right now as far as the match for Mania,
Mm.
but one of the matches that's on the table is Braun Breaker versus Roman, which I would love to see. Or aka, or I'd like to call Braun Breaker Chowder from Monsters House. If you've watched that, if you watched the movie, you know, you know. But the other match I did see that's being floated around is Jey Uso
Mm.
going in as world champion to face the Royal Rumble winner, Roman Reigns.
That
And
would
not
be
only
insane.
it would be insane, but this will be interesting because now Roman's the babyface, Jey Uso's the heel, he's the tribal chief, and if you want, you can make this actually for not only the world title, but who actually becomes the new head of the table, the new tribal chief of the family. If you really want to, call back to 2020. Do I want to see that? No.
Yeah.
Just give CM Punk the world championship. He is a big
Yeah.
star. And if you really want the crowd to be hyped, they can they should, but I feel like they might give him his moment in Chicago at Chamber, and then
Hmm.
we'll go on to Mania. But I will see. I would love to see Braun Breaker and Roman. I think that is a big match to have if you're not going to be
That
doing
is.
Seth.
Yeah, that's a money match for sure. Um,
Shouldn't
was there anything else you wanted to talk about for Halloween Havoc? All I cared about was the women matches, to be honest.
I enjoyed the show. I feel like it was a solid show. I enjoyed a lot of the matches. Oh, I watching Jeff Hardy go on the top of a ladder. I'm just like, bro, when do you learn? Do not get on top of a ladder and try to jump on somebody that's lying on the table.
Yeah.
I get, I
He
get,
never learns.
I get it. I get it. You do it for our entertainment, but I also liked his gear. He had the fiend like type of paint. I love that.
Oh.
He had he came out with the fiend paint on his face, which was very cool to see. And they also
Yeah.
came out to the broken Matt Hardy, like the Woken.
Oh.
Like you remember the one that I think it was him and Bray Wyatt came out to? That was kind of
Mm.
fun seeing them come out to that theme song. But I'm just, I wanted to see the Hardy Boys retain, but now we're back to Dark State. Them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Javon and Leon Slater might be going after the tag titles, so fine.
Yeah.
Wait, Chelsea and
Mary said,
Ethan.
Mary, did you see Chelsea and Ethan are going after the AAA mixed tag titles? Hold on.
Wait a
Hold on.
minute. Wait.
If this is true, I am so locked in because I have been wanting to advocate for WWE to embrace the mixed tag team champions because mixed tag matches are like one of my favorite things. I don't know, they're my guilty pleasure. So if that's true though, Ethan needs to lose his title first. I'm just
You know what I think? After they win the AAA tag titles, and after, like you said, Ethan loses the tag titles, the North American,
Mhm.
put him on SmackDown, and you can have him be part of the Secret Harvest since Piper Niven's not there for the time being. And if you really want to go all in with it, not only did they become the AAA, like mixed tag champions, put the U.S. title on both of them.
Oh,
There you go.
T. Imagine, that'd be actually insane.
Imagine if they just come out there and do what they do. Like you can have Ethan do what he did for like the North American, but do it for the US or call it the
Mhm.
Canadian or the European title. Bring that back. Yeah.
I don't think I could see Ethan beating Ilya Dragunov though.
I mean, if it was Sami Zayn, then I would have
Yeah.
said he was like, but yeah, I feel like the person that might beat him for it might be Alistair. Might be Alistair.
Kaden said, "I love Mr. Iguana, but I have Ethan winning." Oof. Like, and it's Mr. Iguana and
Isn't it
Hydra.
Lola?
Oh wait, what?
I thought Lola
For the
was a
mixed
mixed
tag
tag
titles?
champion. I
Is she?
could have sworn that
Hold
Lola was a
up.
mixed tag champion. I'm trying to get into more AAA. I've watched a few of the shows.
Yeah.
I don't know who their champions are besides of Dominic, of course. We love Dominic over here.
Duh. No, it's oh wait. I don't know if this is updated. Hold on. 2025.
Because I could have sworn
No,
I
it's
watched.
it's
Is it
still La Hierda. It's still
okay?
her. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take the titles from them then.
Oh,
Mr. Iguana could probably go
dang.
to NXT. No disrespect. I love Mr. Iguana. I love the puppy. I like the Layeska, but come on, it's Ethan. It's all ego.
And
Okay,
Chelsea.
It's time to do it with a smile. Give him the AAA mixed tag titles, please. We
That'd
will
be
be happier
crazy.
for it. And then put him on
Our
SmackDown.
our oh my gosh, are Berto and Angel still tag champions? In AAA?
No,
Oh,
they lost them. They lost them at the last show. I think
oh.
they're on SmackDown, but Santos, who just got brought back,
Mm-hmm.
um, got moved to Raw.
Huh.
I was confused because I'm like, he was with
Interesting.
SmackDown, but got moved over to Raw, and then now they're teasing a vignette. Some people are saying Andrade is back in the WWE. Some people are saying
No.
it's Santos. Some people are saying it's Gunther. I don't
Oh
know who it
Lord.
is.
Well,
Um,
if he goes to Raw, then I would enjoy a feud with him and Penta or something. But
yeah, I would love you.
yeah.
Just, I thought we were gonna get a draft. Honestly, okay, not honestly, I thought we were gonna draft, but apparently not. And speaking of which, good news.
What?
Somebody that me and you are huge fans of, Liv Morgan. We got an update this week on her injury and when we could be expecting her back. They said she should be back. Unfortunately, they did give us an update, but it's kind of one we've been all expecting. They
Uh
said
huh.
towards uh January we should be expecting her 2026. So it looks like she is on her way, and apparently there are rumors that she has been training at the Performance Center as of recently. So we are going to be getting Liv Morgan back, but she won't be ready to go until 2026. So you heard it here first. Your 2026 World Rumble winner.
Liv
Um,
Morgan. Period. I'm so glad that I can say this with you because Maddie is such a I don't, and she doesn't think that Liv's gonna win the Rumble, but I'm like, you and me, we know it needs to be Liv.
it has to. It needs to. Like, how many times you gonna have her be runner up? How many times you gonna have her return
Truly.
from an injury just to put somebody else over? Give her the
Yep.
moment, please.
Yeah.
She's been in what? Every rumble she's been in, she's lost. She's been in this coming up. She's been competing in every single one of them. Give her at least one victory. Come on, come on.
Yeah, yes, I would hate for her win to be in Saudi. I agree, final boss. But
But
we
Saudi
can't
loves
wait till
her.
2027. We can't.
But Saudi loves Liv. Saudi
I
loves
mean
Liv.
that's also true, but do they deserve her win at the Rumble? No, but we can't wait till 2027. We can't do that.
No, I already have Naomi winning 2027. I already have Naomi.
Oh, wait, I would love that. I can't wait for her to come back.
Bro, I don't even think you can have her be a heel because people are just gonna love her being back.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well,
are.
yeah,
Yeah, I just don't think you can delay the Liv Rumble win anymore. I
we
just
can't.
think you can't. It's like one of the most consistently over in the company. One of the best. I feel like people are saying match that they want to see. I know we're probably gonna get Bianca and Jade, but before Jade probably wins the title, I really want to see Liv and Bianca have a match at WrestleMania. I think that'd be a banger match. But
Yeah,
I think she's gonna stay on Raw, and I think she might be a babyface. Give me Liv and Stephanie. Give me Liv and Stephanie.
I would love that. Everyone at the internet would be shook, honestly.
Yeah, it would. And I think the match will be fire. Why not?
Yeah, I agree. Well, really quick before we head out, I want to ask you quick question: yes or no? Do you think that WWE is going to start using AI for their storylines?
Oh, you got me with that one. Because it's like, I could say yes, but I could say no, and I have to make a definitive answer. I'm just gonna say no, but I feel like it's not. I wouldn't put it past WWE to do it, even though they
We're
said
just
themselves they're not gonna use it for like storylines. It's gonna be
yeah.
help them help find interesting ways to continue these storylines, I guess. But
Let's just hope and
we'll
pray
see. We'll see.
because the consensus seems to be divided. So
I mean, Raw and SmackDown's been better for it, so I guess it's something.
well, thank you guys for hanging out with me and Leo today. Make sure to like this video, comment down below, tell Maddie that you missed her and that she's rude for missing today. Um, make sure to follow both me and Leo on TikTok and Instagram and the Meet Us in the Ring Instagram. Leo, you get to take us out.
For Meet Us in the Ring, F you, Logan Paul.
Period. Bye, guys.